Hi, welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Sean.
I'm Jill.
And today we actually got to see the
Bronco.
The big Bronco this time.
Yes.
The dealership she worked at actually had the Bronco there. It was a
training.
Let me get this straight before we interrupt. It was a two-door Badlands with a soft top. It had a 2.3 liter with a manual transmission, non-Sasquatch in rapid red. Yeah. Okay. So as now that I have that out of the way, the one thing we've noticed when we left the area or when the car left, it's going to be really, really, really hard waiting for our Bronco, knowing that that Bronco, you know, we're able to see it and sit in it and talk to the guy and kind of crawl around and under, as you'll see in some of the pictures. I did crawl under it. But
yeah,
it's really nice. It's really nice. So we'll go ahead and cut to the video right now, and we'll talk about some of the things afterwards. So with the video, we were able to get some of the videos on the outside, but on the inside, since there is a lot of people there with the salespeople and the guy who actually drove the vehicle, he's the trainer for the Bronco. We didn't want to do a lot of videos because it had a lot of people's comments and faces and stuff like that. I was able to get some of the pictures of them on the inside to show some of the features that we liked and how it was set up. And we'll go ahead and cut to that. Here's the two-door Bronco with the soft top, non-Sasquatch. It is rapid red. Sorry, I'm walking behind you. Really like the color.
That has the cyber orange accents inside.
Yeah. So it's not open right now. The guy who drove it in here still has a bunch of personal items in it, but it does have the accents. These cyber orange accents in it. Love the badge. The one thing I don't like is the rock rails are mounted to the body and not the frame. Why they didn't do it to the frame, I don't know. I suspect aftermarket will come out with a way to mount it to the frame, and it will be perfect. Those will be the first thing I remove and replace as soon as they come out. Obviously mine will be the Sasquatch, and it'll be the four-door with the Mick hardtop, and it'll be in cactus gray. Both of them actually. So let me go around this side. Now the Badlands actually has the cyber orange accents on the inside, which is real nice. Got the Badlands patch. You also, when you do the Sasquatch, it has the Sasquatch underneath and the little Sasquatch on the bottom, from what I've seen in other pictures. So really like it. We'll talk about it when we actually get to see the inside. The one thing about this is the fender flare, and I've heard other people talk about this, is right here, see if I can get in there, right there you have the lever that unclips where you can actually pull the fender flare off. You don't need any tools, which is good and bad, because in the trail you can go ahead and flip it off real quick, but that's also bad because everywhere else they can do the same thing. So hopefully aftermarket will come out with something that actually eliminates that from happening, where you have to have at least some kind of special tool to pull it out, so you're not gonna be buying a bunch of fender flares every once in a while. So, or just get rid of them, which we may do. This is the smaller size tires setup. This isn't the Sasquatch, but I have noticed this right here, the crash bar is in on this setup, but on the Sasquatch, they removed this for more tire clearance, because when you turn the tire in, I believe the inside of this is going to rub that bar, so they actually removed that bar to allow for more tire clearance. It's kind of an unusual thing. I think it's cut off like right there on the Sasquatch one. Okay. The first picture is the front of the Bronco. And why I took the picture is because I wanted to see how the winch, if they had an aftermarket winch for it, if it was possible to put it under the bumper, like the hidden winch and stuff like that, where you can put it behind the bumper. That is a absolute positive impossibility to do for that vehicle, because it actually has the active shutters in the back for the cooling in the place right behind the opening where you would put the winch. We're gonna have to wait for aftermarket to come up with something, and we might not put a winch on it at all, depending on where we want to go, or have it so we can remove it easily when we need to.
Or get a different bumper that's capable, that's like a little bit longer, like deeper in the front, where it's capable of mounting one.
Aftermarket will come up with something, I'm sure, that will be able to use the winch and the camera. The bad thing with it is, right now, is the camera is blocked by the stock winch you put on there.
Yep.
It's really bad design. They needed to move that camera up or redesign the winch or the bumper or behind the bumper where you could actually put a winch on it and actually have it useful.
Yeah, what they should have done is honestly put the camera, like, here's your grill, put it up on the top, you know?
Yeah, put it above the letters.
Yeah.
Like put it at the very top of the grill.
Yeah, done it in the middle.
The next one is the mirrors. What I took a picture of this for is it shows the cameras and the sensors in the bottom of the mirrors. That's what I was kind of wondering, where all the cameras and sensors were. Obviously, you know the front camera, and you know the back camera is through the tire. And these I wanted to see how they were, because they do face towards the front, to show your tires and where the tires are going, so you don't hit anything or cut a tire or anything like that. Now, the next one is just a curiosity for me. I wanted to know what the shocks were like, and this is a Badlands, so it does have the upgraded shocks, I believe. These are Blistine shocks. I probably will wait until aftermarket comes out with some and replace those with different springs and Fox shocks. Fox shocks, to me, I like those a little bit better. Blistine's not bad. They're good shocks too. It's just, I think, in my opinion, Fox shocks are a little bit better than Blistine. That's what they put on the Raptors and stuff.
No, just a reminder, this is a Badlands without a Sasquatch package.
Yeah, and we don't know exactly what comes with the Sasquatch package. It might come with Fox shocks or whatever, but again, as a non-Sasquatch, it comes with Blistine shocks. And I do have the picture of the front and back of the rear, and then the front of the front tires, or front shocks. Now, the most interesting part about this whole vehicle is the convertible top. So this was a two-door with a optional convertible top, which most two-doors come with a standard hard top, the Mick top is what it is. Now, with this one, it folds back differently than the two-door, or the four-door. In this one, it folds back differently than the four-door. So the two-door folds back to the very back of the top of the car. The four-door actually folds back twice. So it folds back once to the middle of the car, and then you can fold it farther back so it goes all the way back down almost to the top of the tailgate. So it's completely open. It's not stuck out in the wind all the way at the top. On the inside, it actually has a pocket on both the driver and passenger side, up on the canvas top, which is really nice. It's a nice little storage place. You can put whatever papers, maps, whoever uses maps anymore.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like the zipper
zipper mesh stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing I fear about that is you leave it in there and then you put it back and then you forget and it gets lost or you leave it open or something. It's one of those things that you're not going to put anything very real valuable in there and put it back. It might get destroyed, but most people aren't going to do that. They're just going to put like papers or whatever in there.
If you have one of them fancy paper foldable maps that might be laminated.
Yeah. Who uses maps though?
You'd be amazed.
Yeah. I don't use maps. I use
But
Gilligation.
but that's basically what those are for maps.
Yeah.
Map pockets.
Crawling around the vehicle, we were looking for different Easter eggs and stuff. Now, we did find one, and our favorite one is above the VIN number. It shows Bronco, and then it says underneath, established 1966. I like that. It's actually...
Brings the heritage to it.
Yeah, it brings the heritage. It reminds you of when they actually started building the Bronco, so you never forget it. And it is going for... The look they're going for this vehicle is the old Bronco, not your 80s and 90s Broncos like OJs and stuff.
Yeah, this is the first
This
generation
is the first
look.
generation look Bronco, so that's what they're going for. And I think they really
Did well.
really did very well.
All right, so I want to tell you a little bit about the interior. I actually like it. This interior on this Bronco was the marine grade vinyl. It wasn't the leather. And it has like a really grippy feel. So you can just take a hose and just rinse it down. I wouldn't, go crazy with it, but you can take a wet rag and wipe it down and not worry about ruining the material, because that's what it's for.
Yeah.
They have the handles in the middle and on each side of the dash that has the orange ring around it. That's really nice because you can actually grab it. Even with slippery hands, you can still be able to grab it and hang on to it.
When we were inside of it, we were looking around and touch and feel all the different materials. They all felt fairly good.
Yeah.
They weren't cheap feeling or anything like that. The dash actually was kind of a neat material. It wasn't your typical plastic feel. It almost felt like it's hard to say. It was plastic, but it had like a texture to it that wasn't flat, and it wasn't like your fake wood grain or your fake leather grain.
Oh yeah.
So it was a unique look or unique feel. The one thing that we noticed, the two-door actually shows the body color through the interior of the door. There's a cutout in the door panel that actually shows the color of your door. 4-doors don't have that, 2-doors do.
Yeah, and it's about like yay long, about maybe this tall.
Yeah, it's about a foot long and about 3-4 inches tall.
It's just like a little peekaboo thing in there in the door panel. It's really cool.
It brings the outside color in, which is really nice. It is a nice touch.
Yeah.
I really wish they would have done that with the 4-door, but I do have to say I really like the Rapid Red. It really is nice. It looks dark at times, but when the sun hits it, it is really nice red color. It's not your race red that's real bright, but when the sun hits it, it is really bright compared to when it's shady. Obviously, it looks like a darker maroon color.
No, it is a really nice shade of red. It's kind of like that Mazda red that they have.
Yeah, it really is. It really is a neat color. As you guys might know, we have a Badlands 4-door with automatic 2.7 liter Sasquatch, Lux, leather, tow, and Mick hardtop. Every sin minus the 2-door. So when we get it, I don't know. We do have a second one on order, and we'll do a video about that a little bit later, as soon as we get everything settled for that one. Until then, we'll keep you in touch. We'll keep you informed of what's going on with our vehicle or with any other Broncos that may show up at other dealerships. If we get the word for it.
Yep.
The day I get an email, some Thursday, when I get an email, there'll be a video that Friday saying, hey, guess what we got? We got a build date. For which one, I don't know. Again, we'll talk about the other Bronco we have on order here probably in a couple weeks. But until then, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we hope you like the video and hope to see you again next video. Bye.